Hello guys, let's start today's current affairs. Which country has recently launched gaming visa? China, Japan, UAE or Luxembourg? So it is UAE. UAE has launched gaming visa. It is the first time any country in any part of the world has launched gaming visa or gaming types of visa. And the name of this visa is called Dubai Gaming Visa. As we know, Dubai is the city in UAE and Dubai has launched long-term visa to support talented individuals, creators and pioneers in the e-gaming sector, and the age limit of such visa is 25 years or more than 25 years, means no one less than 25 years old is eligible for this visa. It aims to make Dubai global gaming hub. So what is gaming visa and how it is going to help UAE? Let's understand this. It will offer employment opportunities to around 30,000 creators from all over the world which are talented, who are very interested in the gaming sector, and in turn when they will come to UAE they will make lots of games. They will sell those games from UAE and it will help UAE to generate 1 billion USD of GDP, which is a very big amount. So it is a win-win situation where 30,000 around individuals will get employment opportunities and in turn UAE will boost its GDP by 1 billion USD, which is a very big amount. These are the eligible sectors as published by UAE: cultural and natural heritage, performing arts, visual arts, books, audio visual media, design and creative services. So once again, gaming sector is a rapidly growing sector. It has multi-billion dollar opportunities and UAE has understood this opportunity and launched this visa. Indian Coast Guard has launched MOU with which organization or company for metal supply? Tata Steel, Midhani, Hindalco or Nalco? So it is Hindalco. In this, Hindalco will provide marine grade aluminum and it will ensure priority supply while keeping top quality. As we know, Indian Coast Guard is a Indian maritime law enforcement agency and Hindalco is a private company who supplies copper and aluminum all over the world. And with this deal, Hindalco will supply marine grade aluminum, promote indigenous manufacturing, and Hindalco company comes under Aditya Birla Group and it is one of the largest producers of copper and aluminum globally. ICG, which is Indian Coast Guard, is a maritime law enforcement unit primarily focused on search and rescue operation, means near shores. It searches for illegal activity, illegal movement and rescue individuals who are lost, and the motto is We Protect, Vayam Rakshama. Director General of Indian Coast Guard Rakesh Pal. Just as we know, Indian Navy works for warfare, nation security and strategic defense. In a similar fashion, works closely with state police forces, central police forces and focuses on marine law enforcement and search and rescue operations. Indian Coast Guard headquartered in New Delhi. NASA's Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope will be launched in 2026 for which observation? Black hole, Venus, Sun or Moon's South Pole. So let's have a look about what is Nancy Grace Roman Telescope. So this is some kind of futuristic mission and in short we call it Roman Telescope. So it will be used for black hole observation. Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope is also called Wide Field Infrared Survey Telescopes or WFIRST. It was earlier name but now this is a new name. In short we also called it just Roman. It will be launched in Sun L2 orbit and the date is around 2027 or 2026. Exact date is not confirmed. It is a NASA's infrared telescope and it will focus on dark energy and exoplanets. Exoplanets which are outside our solar systems are called exoplanets. So once again it will use for black hole, dark energy and exoplanets and expected to launch around 2026 or 2027. These are the few missions of NASA's and it will be launched in future. So let's have a look because they are very important. Europa Clipper will be Jupiter flyby, means when Jupiter is a planet here and the mission will be fly near it. It will take pictures from various angles. It will assess its environment and possibility of water and various gases. Artemis has 3 missions, 1, 2 and 3. In the third mission, it will take humans to the moon once again. Da Vinci will be Venus mission. Dragonfly is a Saturn's moon titan and Escapade will be solar wind energy and momentum observation mission. Juno will be Jupiter mission. So please keep it an eye on it because these names are important. It can be asked in MCQs. As by looking at the names such as Dragonfly, we cannot tell that if it is a which mission. So revise it multiple times. India and which country is going to hold 7th joint military exercise called Shakti. South Korea, Japan, UK or France. So Shakti exercise will be held between India and France. India and France holds multiple strategic multilateral security partnerships where various type exercises, defense partnership exist. Shakti will be army exercise, Garuda for air, and Varuna will be naval, means navy's exercise. In recent exercise, Desert Night, which was held in January 2024, India, France, UAE, all three countries participated. So once again, 7th joint military exercise called Shakti, and it will be held between India and France. And this exercise will be held in Meghalaya, Umroi region. Which states had launched School on Wheels program? Mizoram, Manipur, Tripura or Assam? It will be in Manipur. This mission is for those students who are living in relief camps, and it has been launched for children who are displaced due to ethnic strife, means ethnic violence, and it will have a school bus which will be equipped with library, computers and various sports equipment, where children living in relief camps can access these education services. And this was inaugurated by Governor of Manipur, Honorable Anusuya UK. So once again, School on Wheels program has been launched in Manipur. India has voted against, didn't participate on none of these. Full membership of UN for Palestine in UNGA resolution. United Nations General Assembly is called UNGA. So it is voted for the Palestine formation or state formation. UNGA provides a platform for member states to discuss global issues including peace and security and human rights. So in this assembly, all over the country's chief of UN attend these meetings, and they discuss various contemporary issues including global issues, peace, security and human rights. And this time it was discussion of Palestine. In the issue of Palestine, people have voted for it. Each member state has one vote, and decisions on the most issues are made by 2/3 of majority vote, means up 2/3 of the members vote in favor of something, then it is accepted. India has always supported Palestine since very the beginning, 1988. Recent vote was for immediate ceasefire, and in this 153 out of 193 nations has supported in the favor of ceasefire, including India. Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship has partnered with which company for Drone Didi Yojana? Tata Consultancy Services, Adani Defense, Mahindra and Mahindra or Ashok Leyland. So it is Mahindra and Mahindra. Drone Didi Yojana is for to empower women, especially from rural areas. 15,000 women self-help group women will receive drones for agricultural purposes. It can be used for crop monitoring, assessment, disease prevention and timely intervention. It will not only make rural women self-employed but also increase agricultural production. So by using drones, women self-help group will access the field quality, crop quality, and using advanced drones, they can access the types of diseases, they can access the types of crop production throughout the field, and it will help in taking the timely decision, timely intervention. Self-help groups are informal groups, means they are not formed by any government, but they are formed voluntarily on the basis of at community level, and for those who come together and find ways to improve their lives. It is basically made of women, and they come together to improve their lives by working towards certain things. So once again, Mahindra and Mahindra is a skill development partner, and Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship MOSDE has partnered with Mahindra and Mahindra. Recently, oleander leaves was banned from which state? Tamil Nadu, Punjab, Rajasthan or Kerala? So it is from Kerala. Kerala temples have recently banned oleander leaves, and these are the evergreen shrubs that are toxic in nature. These looks like flower, but when you consume it, it can very toxic and can even take a life. It contains poisonous substances are known as oleandrin. In an unfortunate incident, a 29-year-old woman has accidentally consumed this, and likely it has caused her life. So based on those, Kerala temples have recently banned oleander leaves. In Kerala, there is a mission called Kerala Startup Mission Kusum. It was launched in 2006. Since it focuses on high-tech startup missions and won many global awards. India has recently withdrawn military from which country? Recently, Madagascar, Kenya, Maldives or UAE. So India has recently withdrawn from Maldives. In Maldives, there is a government which are pro-China, and earlier to that, India and Maldives has a very close and strategic relations, but this government has turned more from China, and in a recent attempt, India has withdrawn its military from Maldives. National Green Tribunal NGT has asked UPPCB to submit report on pollution of which river? Yamuna, Ganga, Hindon or Ghagra river? So you have to tell this answer. It is Hindon river. National Green Tribunal is a statutory body in India. You know, statutory bodies which are passed in parliament but they are not constitutional bodies, but means they are not mentioned in the constitution but passed in parliament with majority. And these bodies take decisions on behalf of the state or country. They make laws, they enforce and take actions. So NGT, which is National Green Tribunal, it focuses on environmental issues and it is a statutory body, means it has rights to take action, make laws. It resolves the disputes and takes action related to environmental and comes after NGT Act 2010. NGT has asked for report on action taken on municipal bodies responsible for pollution of Hindon River. So Hindon River flows in Uttar Pradesh and there are various municipal bodies which are nearby on the banks of these rivers, and when lots of pollutants are thrown away in this river, National Green Tribunal has asked UP Pollution Control Board to submit report of pollution on these rivers. Earlier UPPCB has acted on these municipal bodies, but now the report has also been submitted to the NGT and further action will be taken based on those reports. Hindon River originates from Saharanpur district of Uttar Pradesh and it falls into Yamuna in Noida. Hindon is also famous for Asia's biggest and the largest airbase and is of Indian Air Force and it is called Hindon Air Base. One interesting thing I would like to tell you, India is only third country so far on this world to have this own National Green Tribunal, which is a statutory body in its own. India has contributed 500,000 USD to UN for which purpose? Counter-terrorism, flood relief, climate change or refugee crisis. So it is for counter-terrorism. India has given 500,000 USD for counter-terrorism to United Nations. International Day of Plant Health is celebrated on which date? 11 May, 12 May, 13 May or 14 May. It may seem insignificant, but plants have very large role in our lives. Let's have a look. So it is celebrated on 12th May every year. The theme is plant health, safe trade and digital technology. Plants are vital in order to have life on this planet. They provide us food, oxygen. This day is to raise awareness about plant health. Poor plant health is linked to hunger, poverty and malnutrition on many nations, and plant is responsible for oxygen and biodiversity. ISRO has tested a new rocket engine made with 3D printing. It is called PS1, PS5, PS6 or PS4. It is called PS4. ISRO tested new rocket engine made with 3D printing and this engine is called PS4. It is used for in the upper stage of PSLV rocket. PSLV stands as Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. This rocket is for placement of satellite in polar orbits. Normally the PS4 engine is made with traditional method, but this one was made with 3D printing. 3D printing is an advanced technology and ISRO has achieved a remarkable feat in achieving the 3D printing of an engine and it's called PS4. India has made first 3D printed home in Chennai and it is in IIT Madras campus by tech startups called T-Vasta, and recently it was inaugurated by our Honorable Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. So once again, PS4 is a 3D printed engine. So let's have a look. This is the actual engine and this is during the test, hot test. So you can have idea about it, how complex it was to made in 3D printing. Who has been appointed as World Bank Economic Advisory Panel? Rakesh Mohan, Krishna MT, Raghuvendra Mishra or Dinesh Kumar. So it is Rakesh Mohan. The purpose of World Bank Economic Advisor Panel is to provide technical expertise, training and knowledge sharing, providing policy. World Bank is a international financial institution and it was formed in 1944. Present president is Ajay Banga and it is headquartered in Washington DC. So let's have a look about what is World Bank. World Bank is made of two entities. One is IBRD and second is IDA. IBRD stands as International Bank for Reconstruction and Development and International Development Association, which is IDA. So these two constitute and make World Bank. World Bank is just a collective name or formed by these two banks. Additionally, these two parts, IBRD and IDA, are one of the largest financial institutions in the world, and the World Bank was, established along with IMF, which is International Monetary Fund, and we know IMF was founded using Bretton Woods Conference in 1944. So you can see both the formations are in the same year as both are formed similar side by side. So these were today's current affairs. If you have any doubt or any feedback, please let me know in comment section. I will answer your doubts and I will take your feedback into account. Please keep learning every day. Do not miss current affairs. Current affairs require daily learning. Apart from learning from here, you can go through and practice MCQs along test series. It is not only about learning but also recalling. Recalling comes from MCQs practice or questions practice every day. The more you revise, the more you recall. The more you recall, the more you higher you score. So once again, do your best and have faith in your capabilities, have faith in your studies, and more importantly, have faith in higher power. If you have enjoyed this session, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. You can get primary videos. So these were today's current affairs. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.